that we give business.
No, I know. I mean, this is a business.
That's ridiculous.
Idiots. Okay, so. All right, we should be back. We've had some extreme issues, but we will explain everything real quick on how everything works. Was it my turn?
No, it's my turn.
No, it's now your turn? Okay. Brian, how are you? And Nathaniel, how you doing? The way the game works is very simple, and I'm just going to make this real quick so you understand what's going on. We're allowed to draw 2 cards, and your maximum card hand size is 5. So what you do is you use these cards for endurance. As you can see, I've used 3 already as we are progressing through the game. We are doing an adventure, and what basically happens here is we have to guess this guy's name 3 times. So far, we've guessed it twice because we cannot harm this guy until then. When it's their turn, they attack us, and you'll get to see how that happens because I've already taken my turn. Janice is going to take her turn, and you're going to see how it works. So why don't you straighten out your endurance so we know how much endurance you have that is good. On these dials, we start with 40 health. Every time you take damage, you go down, and if you get knocked out, well, that's pretty bad. These are fate. You are allowed to, every time you defeat an enemy, you get a fate token. You can use it for one of 3 things. You can use it to reroll. You can use it as an endurance, or you can use it to resurrect and heal yourself should you die. So, Janice, without further ado, why don't you go ahead and I'll explain how things go. Now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On this next turn, this is not going to be good because on 5, draw a new henchman card and place it to the right of the others. So we need to start getting these guys out.
Okay.
All right, so you have how much endurance?
5. I'm going to spend 3
Okay.
to bring this out.
Okay.
Now I'm like max knowledge.
Okay, so what's it going to do?
It's going to add 3 to my magic, I mean. So now I can get anything below a 19 and be okay.
Okay, that's good.
So it's good for my attacking.
Okay, so it almost guarantees that you'll hit.
I roll a 20.
Yeah, which is an automatic fail, but something really bad happens on a 20.
Now I'm going to spend 1 to attack this guy.
Okay, so you're going to roll a d20, and you get a 5.
Okay, now I'm going to roll a d6.
Hold on. Let's just explain what happens. If you roll high, that's bad. If you roll low, that's good. Except you want to roll high when the monsters go because rolling high is good for us, bad for them. So you rolled. So now your magic attack does 1d6. Okay. So we take 1 off this guy. So you did your magic. You do not have a melee weapon. You do not have a range weapon.
Okay, so now I'm going to use my last one to
try to guess the name. Now, what are you going to use? There's
my
3
knowledge is 14.
Your knowledge is 14. You can either use craft, knowledge, or persuasion. It depends what is higher on this card that you want to roll underneath. So, she's going to roll. She rolls a 6, so she guessed his name. So now what happens is, I'm going to read exactly what happens. Place blank times 3 adventure counters on this card. For every successful roll, remove. Every hero max times 1 per turn. Craft. Okay, can only 1 turn. Place 2 times 3. Okay, so there's 2 of us times 3. That's 6. When all the counters are removed, the heroes learn the kobold's name. Oh. So, actually, there should be 3 more of these on here. Yikes.
Why?
Because it's number of players times 3. So 2 players times 3 is 6. So we got rid of 3. So that's good. Okay, well, we've got to really start concentrating on this, or else we can't take this guy out.
Well, you screwed up by not counting.
Well, I've been going after him. All right, I only failed once. Okay, so that's your turn. So now we have two, because there's two players, he gets 2 attacks because it's 2 times 3 is his health, and how many numbers of players is how many attacks he gets. So now she's going to roll a d20, and I'm going to read what happens. On a 14, okay, and as you can see on this boss card, it's 1 to 2. What can happen? 3 to 5, 6 to 9, and 10 to 12. And what did you roll?
14.
Okay, and 13 to 20. 13 to 20 says nothing, evil laughter. So good, none of us got hurt. Go ahead, roll again.
19.
19. Boy, you are rolling great for for us.
The monsters.
Yeah, the monsters don't want you rolling for them anymore. Okay, this guy gets 1 attack.
13.
13. So on a 13, nothing. Shouts in nothing. Snorts and orc curse at you.
Dang, I got lucky.
Yeah, you got lucky. So now this guy. Uh-oh, 2. That's not good. That cannot be good. So on a 2, attacks. The hero with the most HP suffers.
Me.
No, I have more HP.
Oh.
So it's 1d6 plus 5. So roll a d6. That's how much damage I'm going to take. So I take 8 points of damage. So now I am down to 32, just like that.
Well, I'm at 33, so...
Oh, boy. We got to get rid of these guys. So he's got 15 health. Another one of these go away. And now we draw 1 henchman. And it is another Orc Archer. Awesome. And he has 15 health. So we're really in a bad way here.
This game gonna end quick?
Yeah, this game's gonna end quick is right.
Okay.
Alright, so now it is you are the first player. We reset our endurance. We both draw 2 cards. And hopefully there's something I can do. If you drop health to 0, discard this card to reset your 0 to 1. Well, this is a resolute, so I can really use this. But I really want this Warhammer.
This is a free action and doesn't cost anything.
Boy, what am I going to do?
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
Alright, so we have to start guessing this fool's name.
Okay, I'm going to play this.
Okay.
It's a free action.
Okay.
And it doesn't cost anything.
Okay.
Lose 1 wound to gain +2 endurance until the end of the turn.
Okay. So that gives you 2 endurance. So I think you guys are starting to get the hang of the game, even though we've only been on for an entire of 10 minutes after we had some internet problems. But we called our cable company, and there was actually it was partially YouTube's problem, but we were able to do a few things to resolve our issue here too. So
now I'm going to spend 2 to bring out my bow.
Okay, that's good.
Because that's 4.
Right.
And I still have 3 more to spend. So now I'm going to spend 1 to attack with my magic first. I need a 19 or less.
19 or less. Is that magic or the bow?
Magic first. I have the card.
Now you can only do a magic 1 time. Now that's going to cost you 1 though.
I pulled it out.
Okay, I want to make sure. And you can do 1 range and 1 melee, all in the same turn, but you can only do 1 of each. You can't do any of each.
Well, I got a 10.
10.
Hits.
Yep.
Roll.
4. So that'll kill him.
Kill him.
That's good.
And then I get another one of these?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So he's dead.
Now I'm going to...
Okay. So now we got 2 Orc Archers that we have to deal with.
Spend...
1.
1 more.
Try to guess his name.
Now I'm going to attack again with my bow. I still have 1 more to guess his name.
Okay.
Spend 1 more, and I'm going to attack with my range. I need
Thank you, Eric. Drunken Chaps. Saeed, how are you?
Pray that I get an
Misfit,
8
Puma, Tio, Leland, Brian.
No.
Well, how much? You needed an 8? Oh, so you missed with the bow.
That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Last one to guess his name.
Okay, guess his name.
Use my knowledge, 14 or less.
Okay, she needs a 14 or less. Yes.
I get it. So 1 remains.
All right. That's going to help us because we need to get rid of this guy.
And that was my turn.
Okay.
since this is the end of my turn, this gets discarded. It doesn't go
right
there.
Exactly. So now I've got a decision to make.
Because you get chests.
Yes. So I'm going to use this as an endurance. I am going to. Man, I really.
Plus on some of those things.
Yeah, well, what I can do is test my range. An opponent of your choice loses 3 HP. So what I'm going to do is, since this does not count as an action, does not count as an action, I'm going to test my range. Well, before I do that, before I do my attack, I have to do all my other stuff first, my purchases. So
I think you can do any order.
Yeah, you can, but
It says it in the book.
I'm going to pay 6 for this Warhammer. So that's going to cost 6. Because this Warhammer can come in handy. And I think I can put a beating on that guy. And if you, on the next turn, can get that down, we can be alright.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm not telling you what to do. Jeez.
We may be working together, but that doesn't mean I'm going to...
Okay, so now, because this is a free test, my range attack is 10. I cannot do any magic attacks. And I get a 7, so that's great. So that does... What this does is... I can choose an opponent to lose 3. So I'm going to choose this guy right here. And he's down to 12. Now... With this guy, I'm going to use my last endurance, and I'm going to attack. It's -2 attack, but I get 2d6 plus 3 to somebody. Now, I have +2, which would bring me up to 16, but -2, because of the Warhammer, brings me down to 14. I need to roll a 14 or under. And I roll a 5. Which is perfect. So now I do 2d6 to this guy right here. Can you believe that? I rolled 1s.
2 1s.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, that's a 6. That's a 6 on here.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Why did they do that? That's so
I don't know. That makes my head hurt. So that's 7 plus 3 is 10. So this guy's down to 2.
The hell?
Yeah, it caught me off guard.
So there was times when I rolled this and I had.
I thought it was
6.
1. Yeah.
So we could have actually killed some of these guys.
Yeah, that's
sooner.
all right. That's all right. It's better for the stream.
Oh,
all right. that is our turn.
Now these people.
Okay,
go.
stream is much better now. There's no lag. Great, good.
Now these people
I'm looking
go.
forward to SOB stuff. Rob been teasing. Looks like a ton of fun to get. Yeah, we're gonna get that going. I am in the midst of painting everything, so let's just leave it at that. Okay, so I have 32 health. How much health do you have?
31.
Okay, so...
No, I have 33. This thing keeps shifting.
Well, then keep it next to you. And...
I want people to be able to see my...
Okay. Everybody can't see my card, so I'm just going to move these up a little bit. And I'm going to move my thing here, move this here. And we're explaining things as we go. This is my hand. This is my mana. It's all mana. My endurance, it's all tapped. Eric, how are you? All right, so here we go. So now what happens is they go. So they get 2 attacks. So roll away, roll high. 17, nothing. He laughs at us. This guy's got a problem. 11 though.
Healing spell.
Oh no.
5.
Heal him 5. Well, that wasn't good. He should have been dead a while ago. Okay, now this guy gets to go, so roll. 19, nothing happens. 6. Oh, that's not good. Range attack. The starting hero suffers 1d6 plus 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. Wow.
Well,
no, that's me,
to...
because I'm the starting hero. I went first.
I went first this turn.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yep.
I was trying to take it for you.
It's
okay.
Fine. 4. I got my card to heal.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so now another one of these goes away. All right, and now we start the whole turn over.
You go first now.
Okay. I actually like this better. I guess you guys will see in my review. I did a review of this as well. Well, that's interesting.
Oh.
And that's interesting. And that's interesting.
See, this card is if...
So,
oh, this is good.
So now we reset our mana. 2, 4, 6, 7. Our endurance, excuse me. So, I'm the starting player. All right, so here's what needs to happen, because we've got to deal and we've got to get done with this before the end of because when those get to 0, we're really in trouble and we're not going to survive. So I'm going to use one of these as endurance. That brings it down to I have 8 endurance, and I'm going to pay 3 of it to bring out this card. If your health drops to 0, discard this card and reset your health to 1. Okay. The funny thing is, when you die, it's really hard to come back to life, and that's what I like about this. Well, don't die. Okay, so that costs 3. So now what I'm going to do is... Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do this test right here. Okay. I need to roll under a 10. Let's see if I do. I do. So I'm going to do 3 to one particular guy. So that's going to bring this guy down to 4. So he's down to 4. Now I'm going to do my attack, which is 14. It should be 16, but because I'm attacking with the hammer,
are you spending endurance?
Yeah, I have to spend an endurance for that one. Okay, so I'm going to roll. It's a 5, which is perfect. So now that eliminates this guy. I get a fate.
Wait, eliminates that guy? Don't you have to roll a d6? That's just to roll if you pass it.
There's no way that he's surviving. 2d6 plus 3. He only had 4 health.
Oh, I didn't see you roll that.
Yeah.
I just saw you roll that, so I was like, you have to roll. That's just for the test.
Yeah, there was no way he was surviving it. He is dead. Okay. Now I'm going to spend 1 to try to guess this guy's name. I did. I got one right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to guess his name. I have to roll under a 14, which I do. All we have to do is get 1 more, and then we can start attacking this guy. So that is my turn. I still have 3 fate left, or endurance left, but it's not going to do me any good.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm going to use this. It doesn't cost anything. To pick a hero and pay up to 5 endurance to restore 2 for each. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, those of you that like the Pathfinder card game, the neat thing about this is you can duel each other. You don't have to do this whole thing. You can just fight each other. Or you can do the adventure path, which has really some really nice adventures. And as you can see right here, there's all this little tests that you have to do along the way. And you have to survive that to get to this battle point.
I'm going to play this to spend 3 to
heal
up 6.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm back up to 31.
Okay.
So now I got 3 more to spend.
All right.
I'm going to spend 1 to play this.
Okay.
Discard an opponent's endurance card. Oh, no, that's if it's competitive. In an adventure, an opponent of your choice loses 2 wounds.
So this guy's going to lose 2 wounds. So he's down to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
So that goes here. And I'm going to use another one.
Okay.
To do my magic attack. I need a 19 or less.
Okay. 20.
Wow.
Oh my God. What happens on a critical failure? Only you can roll a critical failure. Need a 19.
I was going to attack and then
You've killed
say
us.
his name.
Well, you can say his name.
Yeah, but we need to get rid of that thing.
Well, there's nothing we could do about it right now, but we have to start attacking that other guy.
Yeah, but he's not clear.
Well, once he...
It's not guaranteed.
Let's see here. On a critical fail. Ugh. I just had it. Hold on. Critical success. Critical failure. If you roll a d20 on a d20 with an attack or test, it is always considered a failure. In addition to the targeted opponent draws a random card from your hand and immediately discards it.
Oh, that's fine. I hate this card anyway.
Only on a natural roll result of a 20 results critical failure. If the result becomes 20 due to effects or modifiers, this does not count. If you use a gambit... Okay, yeah, so you lost a card.
Okay, whatever. It's a quarterstaff. I don't want
Okay.
it. So that's no big deal.
You know... Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use my last one to sing his name.
Now, remember, you can re-roll with a fate. But I would save that to say his name. To say his name.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to use that.
I know. So I need a 14 or less.
14 or less. 12.
Okay,
Ah,
so
nice. So now this opens up, so now we can attack him. Now, what does he have for a modifier? Oh, this guy has a shield, so we have to be careful with that. He actually has one more. Whoops. He absorbs and sucks up one. And another thing that we forgot to do is we have to roll 5 or less. What's your dodge or your evade?
I could have saved some of my wounds.
Well, it'd be real hard.
Doesn't matter. That's wounds.
Okay. Let's see here. He has no armor. He has 6 health. And here we go. Okay, so you're all done?
Yeah.
All right, so now we have to start rolling for him. He 12, so he heals.
So he's at max.
He's at max. Great.
It's just 1 HP.
Yeah, it's just 1 HP.
And roll the second time.
Right.
10.
10.
He's heals, but he's already
Yes,
healed.
but he's already healed up. Okay.
Now this guy attacks.
That guy attacks. 7. Uh-oh, that's not good.
Attack the starting, which is me.
No, it's me this time.
Oh, 1d6 plus 2.
Okay, so roll it. 2 plus 2 is 4, so I'm going to take 4, so I'm down to 28.
Not bad.
Oh, yeah, it could be worse. This goes away.
Now what happens?
We turn over a card.
Does this anything progress here?
Yes, it does. An orc warrior with 20. Ouch.
Lord.
We've got to get rid of this guy. All right.
And does he have a shield?
He has 3. He absorbs 3 damage.
So now new turn, drop to 2.
Yeah, we're going to draw up our 2. We're in trouble now. 1d6 plus 4. Discard to ignore all provision of armor against this weapon. Oh. Okay.
Ooh, that's a good spell.
I do not need to lay down any. Well, maybe I can lay down 1. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, I just got a good
So
card.
you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Go ahead. It's your go.
Play 1.
Okay.
To play full minute test Thunderbolt.
Okay.
So, I can discard as many cards as I want, I think.
Yeah.
Wait.
Let me see.
How does this read? All I know is that I can do a
X.
lot of damage.
X. You can use X endurance to do 1d6 plus whatever.
So.
X can be between 0 and 6. So if you use 6 of that and you hit, that's only if you would hit the attack.
Which I need. I'm going to be doing magic, which means I need
Yeah,
19 or less.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say 1.
Okay. Well, why bother? You might as well just go for it.
What happens when he dies? Do we still have to kill these guys?
Yes. We keep going. Hold on. Actually, let me find out.
No, I think they get removed.
No, let's find out. I shall read. Oh,
Don't read if it's gonna spoil.
I'm
the
not going to
ending.
roll in a victory. Your opponents when you defeat or put to flight all opponents. All opponents.
Then I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
Because he only has 6.
Well, he does get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I could do potential for more damage.
Okay,
You
go
know what I'm
ahead.
saying? So I'm gonna roll 5.
Okay.
5d6. It's gonna do. Where's the card?
Is it 5d6? No, it's 1d6 plus 5 damage. That would be 5 damage. Turn it over.
Well, then I don't know. Who do you want me to roll for?
Well, we might as well just get this guy rid of, and then I'll go after that guy.
You're gonna take him out single-handedly. Here it is.
Okay.
1d6 plus.
But first you have to roll the d20 and try not to roll a d20, which you're famous for.
4.
4. Good.
So now I need a 6
Now,
here.
remember, did you use up? You could have used your bow too.
That's why I saved 1.
Oh, okay, good.
1 more, so I can do another attack
Okay.
potentially.
So
I
now
need an 8.
it's d6. It's 3 plus 5 is 8. So
so
he's
kills.
dead, and you get
That.
one of those.
Oh, and I can spend 1 to get extra endurance. Actually.
Yes, you can. So he is defeated. Okay. Now we have to finish off the rest of the heroes, but we only have 3 turns to do it.
Okay. So.
Hold on, let me see what happens. In the next turn, the Cobalt has twice as many actions as usual. Uh-oh, that's bad. Oof.
Okay, so
Hold
this
on.
goes here. So I'm gonna spend my last endurance. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. I just need 1 here. This goes here. No, this goes here.
Okay, so that counter doesn't mean anything, really.
This goes here. That's how it goes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my bow. I have
Okay.
no cards now. Okay, I need to roll an 8 or less, so I may not even get it.
18. But you can re-roll. Use a fate.
No, I might as well once. I just don't want to spend them all.
7.
7.
So you
so I
hit.
get 1d6 plus 4.
1d6 plus 4 is 5.
But it's better than nothing.
Okay. So who are you hitting? What? Oh, hold on. 5. He has a defense shield of 3.
Oh.
So he absorbs, so that's 2. Or you can
should
go
I
up to
hit
him. So that would be 4. So he's down to 11. There we go. All right.
Now it's your turn.
All right. So now I got to go into business for myself here. So let's see. That does not count as attack. Okay, so I'm going to pay 1 for these throwing daggers. And this is going to become my range attack. I am going to pay... No, I'm not really about that. I don't need more than that. How much do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's good. All right, so 7. I would get 1, 2. I'd get 2 attacks plus 1 free one. I'm gonna pay 7. Yeah, so I could pay 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and still have 2 attacks. There we go. So that takes care of that. So now my free doesn't. It's a test. An opponent loses 3 of my choice. So I'm going to roll, and I have to get under a 10, and I do not, which is fine. So that's done. So now I'm going to do a ranged attack. Yeah, I'm going to do a range attack, 1d6 plus 1, and that's going to cost 1. And that hits. So it's 1d6 plus 1 to him. 3. So I actually do 3 to him. So that's 1. And then there's 1, 2. Okay, which
Well,
is
his shield.
his shield. I absorbed it already. I counted it.
Okay.
Because I did 4 plus, that's 4. That's 1. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there. No, you're right.
Okay.
So it's at 8. So now the next attack I'm going to do is a melee attack. And that's going to cost me 1. But do I want to do 5 to him plus a d6? So I can kill him. Or I can do 2d6 plus 3.
Do 2d6.
All right, but I would have to roll under 14, where here I would have to roll a 16.
I mean, for the 2d6, I don't know. Just
Well, I can use a fate. There we go. And I got it. So, okay, so at -2. So now it's 2d6. So I can actually kill this guy. 6 plus 3 is 9.
9 minus 1 for a shield.
-1 is 8.
8, so it still kills him.
So it still kills him.
And you get a fate.
And I
so
get I get the last. No, there's no more fate. There's only 4.
Oh, so I took them all.
Yeah, so you took them all.
Yeah.
That is my turn. I have 1 card left.
Now he attacks.
So now he attacks. He's got a 12. And on a 12, nothing.
Dang.
twirls his 2-handed hammer and laughs at you.
Nothing.
All right, so one of these goes away. All right, so now, who was the first player? It was you?
Yep.
So why don't you give me that? Hey, Spiral 9.
Now I draw 2.
All right,
Wow,
I
got
draw
2
2.
free ones that don't cost anything.
That's
I
good.
got 2 free actions.
All right. So,
Oh, man, that's
boy,
good.
let's see. So I get to go
I
first.
think we can kill him, hopefully.
Well, we can only hope. I have lose 1 health to gain +3 until the end of the turn. No, I don't care about that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm going strictly after him to try to finish him off.
Just do what you did last time in order.
First of all, I have all this health. What's the other thing here I have? That's pretty good, but that's not that good. All right, so anyways, I have plenty of everything that I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to hopefully cause him to lose 3. This does not count as an attack, but his armor would absorb it, so it doesn't mean anything. So him losing 3 and he has 3 armor, that's not going to help.
So do that last.
Yeah. So now I'm going to do the Warhammer.
Okay.
No, actually, I'm gonna roll this first. My range attack. I need under a 10. 8. So now D6 plus 1. 3.
Plus 1, so he takes 1.
So he takes 1 damage. So you got 15 there.
Yeah. 16, 17, 19.
Okay, so at least we did 1 damage to him. Now, okay, that cost 1. Now the next one is I'm going to use the Warhammer. We're going to try to really put a hurting on him, because if I hit him, it's whatever the 2d6 is, because the armor would absorb the 3. So I need to roll under 14.
Oh man, I got a
15.
good card.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my fate to re-roll that. Come on. 19. Shh. All right,
Okay.
your go.
Here we go. So
That stunk.
I'm gonna spend 1 to attack.
All right.
Once per game, shuffle up to 2 cards of your choice from your discard pile and into your draw pile. Then draw up to 2 cards. We're coming to the end. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Once per game, shuffle up to 2 cards of your choice from your discard pile into your draw pile.
Okay.
So I'll put that one.
That's a reward pile.
And
Just so everybody can see it a little bit better.
this one. I'm going to shuffle them in here.
Okay.
And then I get to draw 2 cards now.
Okay.
Which means I get extra cards potentially.
Okay. We got to do some damage because the next turn.
You don't even know what I got in my hand.
I'm just telling you, if we don't kill him here,
You lose.
no, we go down to face another guy.
I'm going to lose.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to lose. We're just going to. Oh, no. Well, it wouldn't matter. But another guy is going to get drawn.
Can I use this card?
Let me see.
Because it's against the hero.
Discard this card after the damage roll of an attack against a hero to prevent all of... Discard this card after the damage roll of an attack against the hero. Well, you would change it.
Me,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it would go if he attacked.
Okay.
All right. Do you have 5 cards?
I have.
Okay.
Okay. Subtract 2 from the damage of all attacks by an opponent of your choice until the end of combat. Each opponent can be affected only once by this spell.
Jeez.
Okay. So I'm going to spend this one. It's a
Okay.
free action. Play this card before a melee or range. So I'm going to do my range attack first.
Okay.
The attacking hero's relevant attack attribute becomes the same as their magic attribute into the end. So now I have to roll a 19 or less.
Okay.
And I get a d6 plus 4.
Okay.
So please roll a 19 or less. 2.
2. That's great.
So now I'm going to roll a d6.
Yeah.
5 plus 4 is 9. Minus 3 is 6.
So
he gets 6
So he's down to... Oh, man,
that was
come
actually
on.
really good.
That was really good.
Okay.
All right. We might get out of this.
Then... I'm going to subtract 2 from the damage of all attacks by an opponent of your choice. Can be affected, so if he attacks, it would subtract 2.
Yeah, you just subtract 2, but that's not a big deal right now.
Well, if I have the thing to spend, I might as well use it. Now I'm going to spend, so I spent 1 for that, now I'm going to spend another 1
for your magic.
For my magic.
19
7.
hit. 6
minus 3, so it's another 3.
Okay.
That's all I'm able to do. I gotta flip this because I already used that. And then I could spend so that he attacks with less. Because he's about to attack us.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter what he does. Discard
the card at the damage roll of an attack against the hero to prevent all damage from that attack. Might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So whoever against a hero, I think I can choose.
Yeah, you can.
So one of us takes damage. There you go. And that's my turn.
So now it's his turn. So roll for him. He attacks once. A 19 and
nothing.
Oh, hold on. Oh. If all leaders have been defeated, remove this card from combat. Otherwise, nothing happens.
What? Did we just win?
Yes, we did. Thanks to you.
Dang.
So now I have to read the paragraph. Wow, you saved us. We were about to get monkey stomped. So let's see what happens here. Okay, victory. You are victorious when you defeat and put flight to all opponents. After victory, your opponents stand up for themselves. In the end, they are no match for your combat prowess and determination. You also manage to play some tricks on the kobold to find out his name and afterwards give him a sound beating. A few minutes later, you are victorious and your enemies lie dead at your feet and have fled the battle. From the pirates' hideout, behind the secret door, you hear a fearful shout. There you find the deeply frightened but otherwise unharmed Sylvana. When she realizes that you have come to help her, she gives you a thankful hug and you feel like real heroes. You have overcome the adventure. Each hero receives 1 experience point. Read the effects of your victory in the section End of Adventure in the adventure rules. If you want, you can now play the same adventure with a higher difficulty or face the next adventure, Legacy of Wildstein. So as you can see, there is another adventure after this, and this one is really a big, huge thing that goes on for quite some time because there's a couple acts to it, which makes it really cool. And then there is, oh God, there's all kinds of demon cards that come into play and everything like that. So, all in all, what did you think of this,
It was
Janice?
fun. I like this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And
It's very
I'll be
setup's
honest
very
with you,
simple.
it really takes the place of Pathfinder Adventure for me. If they come out with more adventure
It's
packs for
easier
this,
to understand.
well, it's not even that. There's something going on. It just feels like you're more engaged in this, and that there's different kinds of things that can happen that can really mess you up pretty badly. So I really, really like it. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like Pathfinder Adventure card game, but this I found a lot of fun and very enjoyable, and it was very much a surprise. And you can find this at Miniature Market. They also have an expansion out for it with a whole bunch more adventures. The other real cool thing about it is that each guy comes with his own deck, and you can face off against each other and fight each other. Kind of almost like a magic battle. These are rewards.
Oh, we would get.
Yeah, if we were able to do some of those things correctly at the beginning of the game, you could turn over and get a permanent reward, which is really cool. So there's all kinds of really neat things that go on with this. So I think it's something that you guys should look into, and maybe, as you can see, unfortunately, because of internet problems, you didn't get to see the beginning of the game, but I think maybe tomorrow I may try to do this solo since you're not going to be around.
I know.
Yeah.
2 jobs, yeah.
Yeah, I know. But maybe run this.
You won't see me for like 10 days.
Why, you're not here Saturday or Sunday?
Work Saturday 7:30 to 12:30.
At night?
And
Wow.
Friday I work 7:30 to 12:30. This Friday and Saturday.
Well, it looks like I'm doing some solo things. I'm going to do...
Sunday we could maybe.
I have to do D-Day dice because they just sent us the second edition that we have to take a look at. And there are a couple of
Thursday.
one-player games that I'm going to be
We
doing.
could do something Thursday.
Yeah, we could do something live Thursday. So that works. I've got a ton of videos done, so look for that this week. I spent most of the day doing that, so you guys will see a bunch of that. Do you ever sleeve your games, Rob? Sometimes if it's something...
For Shadows of Brimstone.
Yeah, Shadows of Brimstone we
There's
sleeved it
so
because there's
many
just so many
cards,
cards.
you kind of have to.
You know, for this, if it gets wrecked, I just buy another one. It's a game. That's the way I see it. So there you go. We were able to do this in 45 minutes, which isn't too bad. This is it isn't horribly long, but it's a real lot of fun.
Yeah, it wasn't a long game. It
Yeah.
didn't feel tedious.
No. So take a look for my review on this. It'll probably be up on Tuesday. And I don't know when I'm doing something next live. It might be tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I got enough videos done for the week. And the rest of the time is just trying to get a lot of things done. As you know, we are trying to catch up with everything. So there you have it. I hope I apologize for the internet problems, but they weren't solely ours. And boy, the first time we go live in a while and everything goes haywire.
Bam.
But I hope you got a good idea how this game works. It works really well, and it is a lot of fun. And the art is unbelievable on it. I mean, really well done art, as you can see. I mean, the weapons are crafted really nice. I mean, even the bad guys look cool. Yeah, see, let's take a look at some of that so you guys can get a good look and see how really nice this looks. This is a heck of a game. Sean, how are you? All right, so that's about it for today, guys. We will see you again shortly. What was that? Oh, she's throwing that for all the for the counters. All right, so maybe we'll give it another try, and maybe we'll go further. We'll go to the next mission. We'll see how that goes. Until next time, I'm Rob, and for the Janice who just disappeared into the other room.
Goodbye, sir. I'm cleaning.
She says so goodbye. She's cleaning. We have a ton of things that you guys need to see this week. I think you'll be pretty excited with what you see. We'll see you soon.